Hello, this is Nick Below. I'm here for TSN. I'm interviewing now the Vancouver Canucks coach. Last intermission I interviewed Dan Bylsma for the Pittsburgh Penguins, their coach, and that was when they were down 2-1, but now it is 3-2 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 2 unanswered goals, and the Canucks have to score here. Hi there, how's it going today? Pretty good, Nick. Thanks for having me here. Well, the first question, you guys are down 3-2. How do you feel about this comeback by the Pittsburgh Penguins? Well, we obviously know they deserve it. They've done it before. They beat us before. But we don't think just because they beat us before that we're going to back down. We're going to have to score. I don't think they should have got that comeback by that much, that fast, obviously. I think we should at least have scored 1 goal in that period. Of course, yeah. I was talking to Dan Bylsma, and he couldn't stretch it enough that they were going to pull off a comeback because they beat you before. How do you feel about this cockiness? Well, we feel he's just been doing that because he's beat us before, but I don't think this is the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't think just because he's beat us in the season, I don't think that means he could beat us in the finals. You know, that was a long time ago, right at the beginning of the season. Now finishing off the season, last game, of course, of the NHL this year. That was one of the first 10 games. So that was a pretty bad win. We didn't have much experience back then. Of course you didn't, because they didn't either, but again, you guys have had more rookies this year. So how do you feel you guys are going to come back and pull off this win, or at least tie it up? Of course, a lot of effort. We've got a good goalie, Roberto Luongo, in it, and we've got 2 brothers that are actually pulling their weight around here. Last year, they're picking up where they did last year. They've picked up all this year that they have last year. And they're really showing that they deserve to be on this team. Of course, we have a lot of other young, talented players. Again, some veterans, some rookies that are very talented. They deserve to be in this league. And we know they have the guts to pull off this win. We have some players that have just having their first taste of playoff action. And we know we could beat these guys. It's a very intense game. How are you guys going to take it if you lose or if you win? Well, if we lose, obviously we're going to take it bad. We're just not going to... We'll shake hands at the end of the game. No matter who wins, it ends the same. We all shake hands, and we're good sports, so we're just going to let them take their win. But if we win, we'll obviously celebrate, but we won't get too cocky because they beat us, and it's our turn to beat them. So, if you guys lose this year, how will you come out next year? And if you win this year, how will you come out next year? Obviously, if we lose this year, we're gonna work on what we've made mistakes on this game already. We've gotten some bad turnovers as well as Pittsburgh has too, but we have to work on the skating next year, definitely. And if we win, we're going to take it in stride. We'll let each player have their time with their Stanley Cup, but we're not going to take it to our advantage next year like the Chicago Blackhawks have here. We're not going to get too cocky. We're just going to play normal, good style hockey that all Canadians love and Americans, obviously. And we're just going to play like we had this year. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. This has been Nick Below, TSN.